Hello, welcome back to Riding with Ree, or welcome if you are new here. Haven't done a vlog like this in a while. Today I am doing a Polework Clinic with Woody. It is about, I think it's about 5 p.m, 5 to 5, and our clinic is at 5:45. It's after work. I've been looking forward to this all day. So a Polework Clinic is essentially where you do poles, so poles on the ground, not jumping poles. I do feel like at these early stages of getting to know one another, these Polework Clinics are really useful in just kind of giving us great foundations, and I've seen an improvement in our schooling since I did the last one. So I have my GoPro this time, which I forgot to wear before, so I'm going to wear that tonight and hopefully show you some of the things that we do and some of the exercises. The weather, not great. As I was driving, there were like huge lumps of water on my windscreen, but it's cleared up a little bit now. I can see a lot of grey, but I can also see a little bit of blue, so hopefully we'll just have a few showers. So let's go and get Woody ready and get to this Polework Clinic. Yay! So first things first is to groom Woody. When I do a full groom, I really do go all in. I start with a plastic curry comb, run that over him, and then sometimes I do a rubber curry comb. Today I'm not doing that. Then I go on to a dandy brush, then a body brush on his face. He doesn't really like the dandy brush on his face, he's quite a sensitive soul. And whilst their coats are changing, I find that the plastic and rubber curry combs are really helpful for helping when he molts. He also loves to be scratched with the plastic and rubber curry combs, and I also read that they can be quite helpful in removing stains, which is what I'm doing right now, just trying to rub and remove some of those stains. I try to limit how much I wash Woody's coat because he's quite sensitive and he has pink skin, so I would much rather try and brush off stains or marks if I can, rather than use water. Little look at the weather today, bit grim. Thank you for my brush. Thank you for my brush. As you can see, Woody is just one giant teddy bear. He loves being groomed. I love grooming him. I love the way his coat shines up when he's been groomed, particularly when I go over with the body brush, which is from Hass. I think I've spoken about this brush before. They're quite expensive, and I wouldn't have ever gone out looking for a body brush. I think they're about £11–12. And I wouldn't normally go out for one that expensive, but I got it in a gift set from Neddy & Co, and it did say that it's a high shine brush, and I don't know why, but it really does make them come up lovely and shiny. And I think also when we're at early stages of our partnership, as Woody and I are, it's so important that grooming is a thing that we do regularly, that we can bond over together, and especially when their coats are changing, I think it's just a really nice way to make sure that they're comfortable all the time. This is why it takes me so long to tack up. He pulls me in for cuddles and I get distracted. So just putting Woody's boots on. Obviously we're not jumping today, but we are doing pole work, so it's good to have a little bit of protection. I had just been using brushing boots up to this point, but I bought myself a pair of open-fronted tendon boots. These are the Woofwear Smart tendon boots. I got mine from Equestrian, and I chose them because they're vented and they have exceptional protection, as the description describes. So they come with revolutionary D30 impact protection, which gives a soft and flexible shock absorbing layer to the protective area. So somebody did point out to me that because of the type of straps that these have, they aren't legal in British show jumping. Obviously I don't do show jumping, and it's fine in eventing, but it is something that's worth knowing if you were planning on doing British show jumping with these boots. And finally, just tacking up. We have about 10 minutes before our lesson. A few people came in lorries just now for the lesson, and I've gone up to all of them and checked that they're happy for me to wear my GoPro during the session. Obviously I'm showing you my stuff, but they might appear in the background, and they all said that they were fine with that. I'm wearing my Premier Equine numbner here. I've sent a few of my numbners off with a few winter rugs to go to the horse laundry, so I've been using this one this week, and those are expected back pretty soon. I have to say I'm really missing the secondhand peacock numbner because I think that looks really nice on Woody with my base layer. All right, let's get on board.
Right, and next in line.
This is Woody. I'm Rhiannon, or Ree. I've only had him a couple of months, so it's all very new. I would like to hopefully do some bit of eventing with him one day, low level eventing. But yeah, we're hoping to do a bit of pole work because he gets a little bit excited when we're jumping and with poles in general.
Rhiannon, why did you book on?
I guess a couple of reasons. One, to help us progress towards our jumping, and two, because I realised the other day when I was in a dressage competition warm-up that I never ride with anyone else. I always ride on my own, and actually it's completely different when you have a bunch of other horses that you don't know in the arena and they get much more excited and lit up. So I'm hoping he'll just get much more used to being with other horses so that when we come to a competition it won't be so exciting.
So I'm super excited, guys. I think this is a great group. We're all here to kind of learn from each other, to support each other, to hopefully have a bit of fun. Woody thinks he's going down to start the Grand National.
I know. So there you are, lovely group of people, really nice energy in the room or the arena, and here we are just having a little warm-up walk, trot, canter in open order before we head to exercise 1. So here's exercise 1, super simple, we're just trotting down over 2 poles and keeping ourselves straight and in rhythm. So we did have a little break where we talked about what we wanted to work on, and then we decided to go and do it from the other rein. So this is us doing it on the other rein, which I think actually is our better rein, Woody and I, although there was someone riding in the other outdoor school, so he was looking around and watching about, which is perfect because this is exactly what would happen in a competition warm-up. Lots of horses around, lots of lorries, lots of stuff going on and still needing to concentrate. So this time we came down over the poles, had a walk transition in the middle, trotting over the poles and then onto a circle with another set of poles, so a little bit more challenging. Sorry, Woody. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Well done.
So our next little exercise is going to be on the right rein, going around those red wings, and you're going to trot straight through the middle of this. You're then going to curve off, go through these blue posts, and then straight down over your red pole.
Good boy. So here we are trying that same exercise on the other rein. This actually I think is our better rein for this particular exercise because we were moving away from the outdoor school and away from all of the lorries and the entrance to the yard, so I was able to get Woody to concentrate a little bit more around the corner.
When we focus on the straightness, we have the legs, the eyes, the hands and the position, and when you focus on the rhythm you're counting. So it sort of clears your mind of all the outside noise and the distractions, and it gives you 2 very clear things to focus on. And horses love that. They don't like lots of clutter in the brain where you're thinking, oh, I've got to turn here and do this and look over there and there's a horse over there and there's people there. If you want to challenge yourself, you can come in trot as you did, ride your turn, and on your turn, if you want to, you can pick up canter, and then you can count the canter rhythm down to that red pole, canter over the red pole, and then you can either add a circle there in the space and come back to trot. If you don't want to canter and you want to just do it in trot, that's also fine.
So here's the truth for you. We had an extra stride in there over the trot poles and therefore Woody went off on the wrong leg. So we're going to pick it up and try again.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. Good boy. He never gets that distant quite right. I don't know if it's where I'm cantering. Every time I get to the pole, he has to like scrabble a bit.
Stretching or
Yeah.
I think you could allow. Come and do it once again.
Okay.
And I think you could allow the canter a little
Push
bit
it.
more.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Just come on step. But if he, I would add the third.
Okay. But allow it. Let it go a bit.
So you wouldn't know this looking at the footage today, but in the first Polework Clinic I did on Woody, he really took off after the poles, so I was a little bit nervous to let the canter go, which in this case is exactly what I needed to do.
Good boy. Yeah.
So here we are trying that on our better range, so over the red pole, left hand turn over our series of trotting poles and then picking up canter on the corner.
Wait. Good boy. Good boy. Well done. Good boy.
Awesome. Well done, guys. What was your takeaway from today, do you reckon?
I think probably not to shy away from moving him forward. I think sometimes, especially when it's cantering, I can get a bit like wanting to hold him together.
Yeah.
Or if he gets spooky, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. And I
Whereas,
think it's a process, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
this is the second group that you've done.
yeah,
And actually in the first group, you know, both him and Bailey were a bit off their heads, weren't
yeah.
they? And so naturally you rode a bit like that. And I think
Yeah.
now it is, and both for you and Helen, I think to just ride them a little
Yeah.
bit more forward. And you did that really well today.
So there we have it, another amazing Polework Clinic. I'm super happy with our progress. We're taking it at our own pace and we're laying all of the foundations to have a really awesome partnership in the future. I'm really hoping to do more of these, which I will of course share if these are useful. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. If you did, do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me any questions or comments below as usual. I'll see you next week. Bye.
Good boy. Yeah. Good boy.